Hey guys, what's going on? If you're new here, welcome. My name is BrittanyNichole, and today we're doing my top 5 foundations from 2019. So I decided, instead of doing a full video of my top 2019 makeup skincare products, I would break it up because those videos get really long and sometimes people only want certain information. So I thought this would be a lot better. I've already posted my favorite lashes for hooded eyes. I didn't call that like for 2019, but obviously it was posted in 2019. So that's where this idea came from. So I decided I would just keep it up. So today we're going in with my favorite foundations of 2019. Some of these were on my 2018 list, and all of these I've been testing for a very long time and I always grab for them. So I have a lot of different options for you today. 5 foundations, they can all pretty much be built up to full coverage. That's just personal preference, but if you didn't want as full coverage, you could totally go in with these foundations with a moisturizer mixed in. I used to do that as a makeup artist all the time. I would just mix a little bit of my Embryolisse in with the foundation to kind of sheer it down. So you can always do that with any of these. And then there's a variety of different finishes. Some have SPF, some have blurring technology. 4 of them are drugstore, which is awesome, and then 1 of them is a little more high-end, but I do have kind of a drugstore dupe-ish type thing for it. They're obviously 2 separate foundations and they have different effects, but we'll get into that in the video. So yeah, I thought this would be super fun to do. I'm actually trying them all on for you today, so that is why my skin is a little irritated and my forehead grew this for me last night. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just gonna chalk it up to something magical is gonna happen at the end of the year because I'm growing a unicorn, and that rarely ever happens with me with my skin. I take really good care of my skin, and that's something to always keep in mind, not just with this video, but any video you're watching on YouTube, any person you're watching. Everybody has different skin types. People deal with different skin issues. I have very normal skin. I'm a little more dry on my nose. I've had laser a few times on my nose. You can see I have little red dots. That's called telangiectasia, and I've had laser to remove that twice. So I have a drier nose area. Foundation doesn't stick to my nose very well, but all of these do, which is why I grab for them. I am not excessively oily in any way. I do tend to get a little more dry in the winter, but skin is very normal. I take really good care of it. I did just post a skincare video, so you could check that out if you're interested. Also drink a lot of water and try to eat a pretty healthy diet, which of course has to do with skin as well. So I did want to tell you guys what I'm using beforehand to prep my skin. I'm using the same prepping process for all of this. I'm doing my regular skincare, taking the foundation off in between, doing my skincare again, and then going forward. So we are starting with the same exact base every single time. For my primer, I'm using the ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hydrating Hyaluronic Acid Primer. I really love this stuff. I have it on right now, and you can see I have a nice luminous glow to my skin. This is really nice. This will be in one of my favorite primer videos. If I do that, I don't know if I'm gonna do that. Let me know if you wanna see that below. I'm using my AOA Studio Paw Paw Sponge. You can buy this on AOAstudio.com. I think that's what it is, or AOA. I'll list it down below, but this is the Paw Paw Sponge. This is $1.55. It's sturdy because I've already done all these foundations and my skin is irritated, but you know, it's worth it for sacrificing for you guys. And then to blend out my foundation, I'm using my Sigma Flat Kabuki F80. This is my absolute favorite foundation brush. I also have a coupon code with them, BrittanyNichole. I think that gets you 10% off. I'll list that down below, but do not feel like you need to use that code. Use whatever you guys like. Just buy this brush. It's so good. On my lips, I'm using the Thrive Cosmetics Overnight Lip Treatment. This is so amazing. That's what's keeping my lips nice and hydrated through the process. And then I am going in with a little brow product. I have it in my brows right now, just so you can kind of get the full picture. I'm not going in with concealer or anything like that. I'm really just trying to focus on the foundation, but I did feel like I need a little something in the brows, and that is the ColourPop Brow Boss Gel in light browns. So if you guys are interested in seeing my favorite foundations of 2019, this is gonna be a voiceover, by the way. I just think that's like the best way to do it. Go ahead and keep watching. Okay, so we are starting out with the Thrive Cosmetics Buildable Blur CC Cream. This is a thicker formula that gives you sheer to full coverage. In my opinion, with the brush, I get medium coverage right off the bat, and then when I go in with my sponge, I get full coverage. It's a natural matte finish, and it's obviously a CC cream, which is a color correcting cream, which helps with redness if you struggle with that. I know I do. There's blurring technology in the formula, which helps conceal fine lines, pores, and dark spots, which is great. There's vitamin C in the formula. Who doesn't want vitamin C in a foundation these days? And there's technology that helps repel blue light as well from your phone and any kind of screen, TV. There's SPF 35 as well, which is awesome for daytime wear, and it comes in 18 shades. I mean, if that isn't one of the most beautiful natural matte finishes, I don't know what is. Moving right along, we have the Revlon Candid Anti-Pollution Foundation. I feel like this is kind of a dupe for the Thrive CC Cream. However, this one is only $10.99. I am using the shade 150 in this video. So this is the thicker formula, just like the Thrive CC Cream. It's very lightweight. It has medium to buildable coverage and a very natural finish. I feel like this one is slightly more matte than the Thrive, at least on my skin. It has anti-pollution technology as well as blue light technology, just like Thrive, and it is skincare inspired. Who doesn't love that? It comes in 31 shades, and they also recently released a glow moisture version, so it's basically just like the dewy version of this, which I love as well. I just haven't been wearing that one for months and months like this, so I didn't include it in this video, but I will link that down below. That one just kind of gives you a hydrated glowy finish, and that one comes in 16 shades. Again, such a beautiful finish. This lasts all day long, and it's such a good drugstore formula. You will love it. Next up, we have the Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation, which has made my list for 2 years in a row now. This is $7.99 and a beautiful drugstore formula. It's very thin and it has a doe foot applicator. I wanted to make sure to point that out, as some people don't like doe foot applicators. It's medium to full buildable coverage and extremely lightweight. I can wear this all day long and not be bothered by it. It has hyaluronic acid as well as vitamin A, C, and E to brighten and improve the appearance of skin tone. I absolutely love that most of these foundations include skincare benefits as well, because if you can throw that into your foundation, why not? It has a very healthy satin finish. It's definitely more on the glowy side. It also has SPF 20, which again is great for daytime wear, and it comes in 24 shades. I also love that they include the undertone in the foundation name, so LN3, light neutral 3, MW2, medium warm 2. That's very helpful. Definitely pick this up next time you're at the drugstore. You won't be disappointed. Next up, we have the NYX Born to Glow. I'm using the shade Nude, and this retails for $10. This is a thinner formula. As you can see, it ran down my hand pretty quickly, and it comes in a tube, which is really nice if you are concerned about bacteria and those types of things. Medium to full buildable coverage, very radiant finish. I don't feel like this would be suitable for oily skin without an oil absorbing primer underneath. NYX's website says it's suitable for all skin types, so I would just recommend going in with something to absorb the oils, because even on my very normal skin, this gets pretty dewy by the end of the day. It comes in 45 shades, which is amazing. There's no SPF in this one, so you can wear it day or night. You don't have to worry about flashback. Vegan formula, cruelty-free. We love that. This has been my go-to dewy foundation for the past, 6 months. I absolutely love it, and it's comfortable to wear all day long. Okay, last but certainly not least, we have the L'Oreal Fresh Wear Foundation. I'm using the shade 420, and this retails for $14.99. This is a very thin, lightweight formula. You could see how quickly it ran down my hand. Medium to full buildable coverage. I get medium with the brush right off the bat, and then once I use my sponge, I can build it up to full. There's actually 3 oil absorbers in this foundation to resist sweat, water, and transfer. So unlike the NYX Born to Glow, I do feel like this is suitable for any skin types. I have friends with dry skin who love it. I have friends with oily skin who love it. This is a very healthy, natural finish. It truly looks like skin. It does not look like you're wearing makeup with this foundation, which I personally love. Comes in 40 shades. It does have SPF 25, so be careful of flashback with this one if you are taking pictures at night. This is the one foundation, if a stranger came up to me on the street and said, I'm going to the drugstore, I need to get a foundation, and I knew nothing about them, this is the foundation I would absolutely recommend because that many people love it. That was a lot of foundations to put on in a very short period of time, especially with a painful under the skin pimple. But like I said, it's worth it for you guys. So I hope you found this video helpful and somewhat educational. I think at least one of these foundations should work for you and your skin type. I hope. I would never steer you guys in the wrong direction, and all of these work for me. So thank you so much for watching. Once again, if you have any questions, as always, please let me know down below. Otherwise, if you're interested in seeing any more videos from me, please subscribe. Also, make sure to give me a follow on Instagram. I'll leave my handle down here. I will always let you guys know on Instagram when I post a new video because sometimes YouTube lets you know and sometimes it doesn't. It all depends on how the algorithm is feeling that day. So thanks again so much, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.